Hey guys, it's me. I would like to try to do a quick review of X Touch One Behringer and implementation with Reason Propellerhead software. What you get inside of the box is power supply. It's in there. One USB cable. At the moment it is in my computer. A manual. You will get those fine things. I will explain later what is it for, and X Touch One, which is in the box right now. Here it is out of the box. In a moment I will show you how to connect it to your computer and how to pair it to Propellerhead Reason, and we will see how will it work along with the propeller head. Just a quick look at the surface of it. It's really great build quality. Fader is perfect. This big knob is really perfect. And now let's move on. In this box you will also get those stickers for your X Touch One, and it's like user, Pro Tools, Studio One, Waveform. Let's see what else we have here. MIDI, real, whatever, CC, real. Okay, Logic, Live, let's see what else. Reaper, Huey, Cubase. Okay, so those are stickers for your X Touch One. Let's say you will get this user and you will just put it in here, and then you will write down what are the buttons for when you map those buttons. The first thing you will notice is that there is no switch for power on and off. So it means that if you want to turn it off, you must plug out this power cable. When I plugged into my PC, Windows 10, it came up into devices and printers like X Touch One. Okay, now when you set up your USB connection with it, I'm going to show it to you how to start this little guy. First, I made 3 channels. It doesn't matter, you can later do this, but first you gotta set up your X Touch One to work with Reason. You will go to Edit, then Preferences, then Control Surfaces, and then Add Manually. Manufacturer, you will choose Mackie. Model must be Control, so now you have Mackie Control, and input will be your X Touch One and output will be your X Touch One. And now you will see when I go to the OK, this green approve sign. That's not it. Now you put your like X Touch One to work with Reason, but one more thing that you have to do is to go to this options, surface locking. Then these pop-up windows come out, and lock to device, it has to be set on master section. And then you just go to this close button and your X Touch One is set up to work with Reason. Now let's see what are the function of those buttons. I will start with this one first. If you go to arrow up and down, you will get into the rec and the sequencer. I'm going now down, and you will see how it's changing your instrument, but only in rec and in sequencer. It doesn't happen anything in the mixer. You see, you will see that this one here has that like blue framed, and if you go with left or right, you will go your cursor to go left or right. Then you have this huge button, I mean whatever is a rotary button. When you turn it, you can move it, you know, like left, right, and it goes through your song. Another thing, you go like this here, it's also moving. If you're going forward, then you will go forward also, you know, on the bars. If you go backward, you will go also backward in the bars. Stop button is stop, play button is play button, and record button is record button. So until now it works fine here. Now I will tell you something about these F1 until F6 buttons. Those are like assignable buttons. It means, let's say I would like to add let's say click to F1. So the thing I will do is right click to click, and then edit remote, override mapping. Then it says learn from control surface input, and then I will press my F1, and now you will see what will happen when I press it. Now I'm pressing it, and it recognized that key, and I'll go to the OK. So now when I press F1, my click is turning on and turning off. Also, I usually do the pre button like that. Now I will assign like F2. You know, if I see press F2, it will be okay. And then you will see now F2 is turning on pre button, and when I press it again, it turns off pre button. So now F1 is click, you see, and F2 is pre button. Now the both are on, and now the both are off. Also, you may do that with dub, with alt, with anything you practically want, like keys or I don't know, whatever you want. You will find the way of buttons that you would like to assign to. So that row here is like for your assigning. I will go now to the first line. Its first thing is BPM time. Now when I play it, you will see it goes like your bars, and when I press BPM, it goes to the time. It means like this is seconds, so it is looped here. So you will see it lasts for 7 seconds. It will be now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then loop comes again. So let's hit the stop button. Master. When you press that master, you will automatically be on the master section, meaning that when you pull your fader down or your fader up, your master fader on your DAW will also work. So it works, you know, see, going up, down, up, down. So that was the master section. Okay, now we came to this select button. When I press select button on this LED screen, it says low pass filter, and with this rotary I'm adjusting low pass filter, but I prefer that this select button stays off, because in that variation I have my rotary knob is my panning knob. You see how it's panning left and it's panning right while I'm turning the knob. So that's for select. So meaning I don't press it on, you know, I just press it to be off. Mute button is like mute button. When I press mute button, it turns red and it's mute button. When I press solo, it's yellow, and it's solo here. You see, when I press it, it's solo. And now this record button, when I press it, it doesn't happen, nothing happens, you mean. So you have this record button also here. When you press record, it will start recording in your DAW, I mean in your channel. But what I like to do is I would like to assign to this record button this quantize record. So it will be like this. When I press quantize, edit remote over right mapping, and I will press record. Then when I press record, it ends here, and then I go to OK. And now when I press record, my quantization record while I'm recording is turned off or turned on, depending of is it on or off. And now we came to this transport row. When you press solo, nothing happens. When you press click, your loop on and off is turning on and off. You may assign this click button to the real click button here, but we already assigned this click button to F1, if you remember, somewhere at the start of this video. So I left that click button as my loop on and off. Now the next button is replace. When you press replace, you will have your right marker going left or right, turning the big knob. If you press drop button, you will get your left marker going right or left, turning your knob. Then when you press marker, you are going to the start of the left marker. When you press nudge, you will go to the right marker. So left, right, left, right. You see? We have this scrub button. When you press it, nothing happens. When you want to turn it off, you press this one, this button here. I already told you, if you're going up and down, you are going through the sequencer and rack. And I wanted to show you that this red here, meaning that your second channel is like marked. But if you want to press to pull your fader, you must watch at this yellow sign, because that's the yellow sign that is assigned to the channel for your fader. So don't get confused. Red marking here meaning that you are on your sequencer, and the yellow meaning that you have controls over your fader. So it's not that easy, but you will get used to it, you know. It will be okay by the time. So I don't know what else to tell you. I'm using this Mackie, let's say, for mixing when I finish my recording, you know, and adding instruments and something like that. It's easy for me to go to skip from one channel to another and to move this big rotary button. You know, it's easier when you turn, when you go like this here. So there are many options, but as I said, it's not really what it's signed on the X Touch One. But you can use it, and you can assign that buttons, as I just showed you few times, that you can assign whatever you want. So it's up to you if you want to leave it that way, or you could maybe, wait a second, or you will get, as I showed you, this little guy here, this sticker, and then with a black marker you can write down what are your buttons, and you know, what did you map your X Touch One for? So I hope you understand the basics, let's say the basics. I'm sorry for making this video like rough, because I'm holding my cell phone and trying for you to see the best as possible. You know, don't forget to go to preferences and to select your key control. I showed you that, and try to have fun with this little guy here. Do you want to buy it or not? It's up to you. I am really happy with it because it's really nice when you can go to fade out. It's nice when you have those buttons near your hand, you know, you can work easily with it. It's just maybe you will need some time to figure it out, what button you should have to press to best use your Mackie X Touch One. Thanks you for watching. Again, sorry because this was a really bad and fast review, because I wanted to help my Propellerhead people who are not decide yet whether they will buy this guy or not. I bought it and I didn't regret it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned and stay funky. Cheers.